My name is Josephine Aligwekwe. I'm the regional CEO of a company called V+O Communications Limited.
Can you tell us the services you provide and what exactly you do?
V+O Communication is a full-service advertising agency in Nigeria. In Nigeria, we've only been in business, I would say, for the last 8 months. However, V+O Communication is actually an international company from Greece. Started 2000 and grew across the southeastern European coast before venturing out into the African market, starting with Nigeria. And we actually opened another office this year in Belgium. We cut across from digital communication to brand communication to corporate communication to media relations, the whole 360 spectrum of communication. Looking at where we are today, which is Nigeria, in the last couple of months since we've been in existence, we've managed to gather clientele in the financial market, the legal market, the educational market, funnily enough, and food and beverage. Of course, we intend to spread even further. Internationally, we cut across all the sectors you can think of, from the oil service industry, agriculture, to telecoms, etc. I mean, communication, everybody requires communication one way or the other. So I think in summary, you would just refer to us as a full-service advertising agency in the Nigerian space.
Okay, but what prompted V+O Communication's entry into Nigeria? Was a challenge identified, or it was just a desire to expand into the ever-growing African market?
On my side, I would say I saw a challenge. Okay. A challenge from the perspective that you find out that a lot of companies locally still are heavily dependent on international or foreign companies for their communication, either directly or indirectly. However, for me, I believe that the Nigerian market has a lot of creative strength. We have a lot of local talent that isn't being harnessed properly. And because you don't have enough expertise in the field to harness this talent, so you find people going internationally or looking for foreign agencies that would help them achieve what they want. On the international side, V+O Greece wanted to expand. They had done what they needed to do in Europe. And come on, Africa is your emerging. Yes, exactly. So it was a case of, okay, where are we going to go to? Nigeria is the giant in Africa. So it only made sense to first start with the giant. If you notice, I introduced myself as the regional CEO. So the plan was we'll start with Nigeria, we'll cut across the frontiers of West Africa, and then we'll expand into other African territories. So I would say yes, for me it was the fact that I look around, we have a lot of talent, but this talent is not really being used locally. And I felt that if we partnered with the right companies that could help us harness this talent, then we could begin to also give the same level of service you would get anywhere else in the world, locally at home, using local talents, that is.
So have you been able to mitigate these challenges in your 8 months of operation?
Well, I would say I have a fantastic creative team, even if I must say so myself. But I think I would say we've started the journey. It's not something you're going to be able to do just in 8 months. It's a gradual process, but I believe we have started mitigating those challenges. I believe that the clients that we have thus far are happy with the quality of service that they are getting. I believe we're beginning to show them that even locally, you can get the same level of expertise, not only intellectually, but even in actual practical delivery.
So speaking about the work you do, let's use a hypothetical case study now. So where does your work start and where does it end with your clients?
Starts the minute I smile at the client. We've started. And then they're hooked. Because, our job is a perception market. One of the things we do is also perception management. So from the minute I say hello, or the client says hello, the work has started. You know the saying about first impression, that's, you only have one opportunity, yes, to make a first impression. It's exactly the same thing. So basically it starts the minute I meet that client. It then grows depending on what the client wants. So being hypothetical like you, if it's a new business trying to come in, then they're looking at building their image. So we would be looking at image building, brand strategizing, brand positioning. Obviously, once you've positioned and you've built an image, that image needs to be sustained. So then sustenance comes into play. However, all of this is ridiculous or redundant if we don't understand the client's business strategy. So we always tend to say to our clients, we want to be part of your business, we want to leave your business, we want to breathe your business. We don't want to work from a distance, because whatever we're going to communicate out there, whatever impression we want to create of you with your target audience must be as close to the truth as possible, yes. So we tend to become part of our clients' business strategy. We leave it with them.
As Africa clamours for more foreign direct investment into the continent, from your assessment, what are the factors or elements that need to be put in place to ensure a successful transition into the African market?
I think it just brings us back to what we were talking about before. Information, information, information. We need to learn. I mean, it's fantastic that the youths are getting onto the digital platform, the social media, but the truth is, real core information, real data analysis, missing.
Yes.
If we increase information, then anybody wanting to invest in Africa as a whole, so I'm not even just thinking about Nigeria only, it becomes easier. Nobody wants to put their money or take risks that they cannot calculate, yes, or defend. So I think information, even for my line of business. Whoever my client is, whatever it is I'm saying about them, if their business is also going to be attractive to someone coming in, potential investors, etc., then the information about them should be accurate enough for an investor to even be able to make a decision, enough to, yes, an up-to-date decision, enough for them to even decide to then take that extra step required to then come in and, meet with these businesses to then take it a step further.
Yeah.
So information, that's it. Information, as much as you can get.
So we'll talk about branding and how your company is involved in branding some other companies here in Nigeria. So how would you rate the performance generally in Nigeria in the area of branding and brand management and image building? How well do you think we're doing?
I think that Nigeria has come a long way. Because I've worked in the industry, I've worked as head of corporate communication in various sectors. It's amazing because when I first started, you would have your CEO or your MD or whatever you want to refer to your bosses say to you then, communication is not important. All you people do is spend money. They didn't understand that it's fantastic if you understand your business and you can sell it. But before you sell it, what's the perception about you? The people have got to know you. Why am I going to drink a Coke and not a Pepsi? Why am I going to take a Sprite and not a 7-Up? I mean, really, if you took away all the branding, you might not even know the difference, So, it's, for me, 21, 22 years in the industry, it's fantastic because it's like Nigeria's just suddenly woken up. And you can see that even with the political campaign in the last election, people are beginning to realize the importance of image. How do you position yourself? How do you profile yourself? So businesses, I think we're doing really good when it comes to brand imaging now. I think so.